Look closely at these images. You're not dreaming. You are in Africa. Here the snow-capped peaks of the Atlas Mountains defy the scorching sun of the Sahara. The electric blue of Chefchaouen contrasts with the ancient ochre of the earthen kasbahs. Welcome to Morocco, the kingdom of 1,000 contrasts. Located at the northwestern tip of the continent, separated from Europe by the few kilometers of the Strait of Gibraltar, Morocco is the gateway to Africa. Bordered by the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, this country has forged its destiny between sea and desert. In the next hour, we will experience a total immersion in the heart of the Kingdom of Morocco, a fascinating, profound, and inexhaustibly rich. We will traverse its imperial cities steeped in history, its endless deserts, and its majestic mountains. We will delve into a millennial-old culture born from the fusion of Berber, Arab, African, and Andalusian peoples. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Let's go! To understand Morocco today, we must go back to its origins, to these men and women who, tens of thousands of years ago, laid the first footprints on this land. The Amazigh, the Berbers, are the original people of Morocco. Their name, Amazigh, means the free men. This ancient, proud, and deeply rooted people built a remarkable civilization long before the Mediterranean world came knocking at their door. Their rock paintings in the high Atlas Mountains bear witness to an organized life, sophisticated art, and a profound connection with nature. They speak a language, Tamazight, which is now an official language of the kingdom, alongside Arabic. An identity that has endured through the centuries without ever fading away. But Morocco is also a crossroads of civilizations. From antiquity, the Phoenicians, then the Carthaginians, settled on its Mediterranean and Atlantic coasts. They founded trading posts and laid the first threads of a commercial network that would span the centuries. Then came Rome. Under the Roman Empire, Morocco formed the province of Mauritania Tingitana. And it is here that one of the most extraordinary archaeological sites on the African continent was born, Volubilis. This ancient Roman city, perched on the hills of the Sais Plain, rises from the earth like a dream in stone. Its triumphal arches, its stunningly fine mosaics, its temples and its forums speak of a time when Morocco was one of the most prosperous regions of the empire. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Volubilis is today one of the best preserved treasures of Roman antiquity in the world. Then, in the 7th century, Islam arrived. The Arab-Islamic conquest profoundly transformed the face of Morocco. A new language, a new faith, a new civilization grafted themselves onto the Amazigh roots to create something unique. A rich, hybrid, and profound Moroccan identity. Mosques arose, medinas took shape, minarets soared toward the sky. It was during this period that the great dynasties that would shape Morocco for centuries were born. First, the Idrisids, in the 8th century, founders of Fez, they established the first Islamic state in Morocco and laid the foundations for an intellectual culture that would radiate far beyond the kingdom's borders. Then came the Almoravids in the 11th century, warriors from the Sahara who built Marrakesh and extended their empire from Senegal to Spain, bringing Islam and Berber culture to the heart of Andalusia. The Almohads who followed transformed Marrakesh and Seville into capitals of a brilliant empire, commissioning monuments that still stand today, such as the Koutoubia Mosque, whose minarets served as a model for the Giralda in Seville and the Hassan Tower in Rabat. The Marinids contributed their fascinating intellectual passion. These builders erected some of the finest examples of Moroccan Islamic architecture, such as the Bu Inania Madrasa in Fez, a jewel of marbles, stucco and carved wood. Then came the Saadians, who repelled Portuguese and Spanish colonial ambitions and built the magnificent Saadian tombs in Marrakesh, rediscovered by chance only in the 20th century and now considered a treasure of Hispano-Moorish architecture. And finally, the Alawites, the dynasty that has reigned since the 17th century. Descendants of the Prophet Muhammad, they unified Morocco, resisted European colonial attempts, and led the country to independence on March 2, 1956. Today, His Majesty King Mohammed VI continues this royal lineage, guiding a modern, ambitious Morocco, rooted in its values and open to the world. Morocco is a land of imperial cities, 4 royal cities that have successively held the title of capital and still retain an incomparable aura today. They are called Fez, Marrakesh, Meknes, and Rabat. Each is a world unto itself. Founded in the 9th century by Idris II, Fez is one of the oldest inhabited medieval cities in the world. Fez El Bali is a labyrinth of 9,000 alleyways, specialized souks, ornate fountains, and buildings that seem to defy time. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it is considered the largest Arab Medina in the world. At the heart of Fez stands the Qarawiyyin University, founded in 859 by Fatima al-Fihri, a Tunisian woman who sought refuge in Fez. It is the oldest university in the world, recognized by the Guinness Book of Records. At a time when Europe was plunging into the Dark Ages, Fez was already a global center of Islamic knowledge, philosophy, and science. The Chouara Tanneries are one of Morocco's most iconic images. Seen from above, from the terraces of the houses overlooking them, they resemble a gigantic painter's palette. Round vats filled with vibrant colors, ochre, burgundy, indigo, forest green, where men with legs reddened by natural dyes have been working since antiquity, using methods unchanged for centuries. The Bu Inania Madrasa is another jewel. Built in the 14th century by the Marinids, it is considered a masterpiece of Islamic art. Its multicolored zellige panels, carved cedar wood, and stucco arabesques create a breathtakingly exquisite decor. Fez is not just a museum, it's a living city. Its inhabitants, the Farsis, have a well-established reputation for refinement, education, and attachment to their traditions. Here, the cuisine, clothing, and dialect still bear the imprint of Andalusia. If Fez is the capital of the soul, Marrakesh is the capital of the senses. Founded in the 11th century by the Almoravids at the foot of the High Atlas Mountains, Marrakesh is nicknamed the Red City or Ochre City, and for good reason. Its ramparts, alleyways, and buildings are constructed from a distinctive ochre-red clay that glows magically in the setting sun. Jemaa el-Fnaa Square is the heart of the city, designated a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity by UNESCO. It is one of the most vibrant squares in the world. By day, it hosts jugglers, storytellers, snake charmers, and musicians. By night, it transforms into a gigantic open-air dining hall with dozens of food stalls, gnawa musicians, the aroma of cooking, and hundreds of tables set under the stars. It's noisy, colorful, and captivating. It's Jemaa el-Fnaa. Just a stone's throw away stands the Koutoubia Mosque, Marrakesh's largest mosque and the city's iconic landmark.
Its 70-meter minaret, erected in the 12th century under the Almohads, served as a model for the Giralda in Seville and the Hassan Tower in Rabat. It is one of the masterpieces of Islamic architecture in the world. The Majorelle Garden is another masterpiece, this time of Morocco's artistic history. Created by the French painter Jacques Majorelle in the 1920s, this exotic garden, with its electric blues and giant cacti, was bought and saved from destruction by the couturier Yves Saint Laurent in 1980. Today, the adjacent Yves Saint Laurent Museum pays tribute to one of the greatest designers of the 20th century and his passionate love for Morocco. Losing oneself in the souks of Marrakech's Medina is easy. Kilometers of themed alleyways, dyers, babouche makers, weavers, coppersmiths, the scents of roses, saffron, cumin and argan oil, the colors of fabrics, pottery and mosaics, the sound of hammers on copper. Marrakech is a feast for all the senses. An hour's drive from Fez, Meknes is often the least known of Morocco's 4 imperial cities, yet it is undoubtedly one of the most sublime. More discreet than Marrakesh or Fez, Meknes offers a serene, almost intimate atmosphere where history seems to breathe on every corner. It is a city to be discovered slowly, far from the crowds, gradually revealing the full richness of its past. Founded and magnificently developed by Sultan Moulay Ismail in the 17th century, Meknes was designed to rival Versailles. This sovereign, one of the most powerful and feared in Moroccan history, set out to make his capital a showcase of power and grandeur. During his 40-year reign, he had kilometers of impressive walls erected, punctuated by monumental gates, as well as sumptuous palaces and lush gardens. His ambition was clear: to establish Meknes among the great capitals of the world in his time. The Bab Mansour remains today one of the most spectacular architectural jewels of the Arab world. Standing 16 meters tall, it impresses with its proportions and the refinement of its ornamentation. Covered in multicolored zellige tiles and delicately sculpted stucco arabesques and framed by 2 powerful bastions, it opens majestically onto El Hadim Square. The square, whose name means the destruction, recalls the founding act of Moulay Ismail's project when he razed the previous buildings to erect his imperial vision. The granaries of Heri Es-Sawani constitute another remarkable feat of this era. This immense stone structure was designed to store enough provisions to feed the Sultan's army and his 12,000 horses. The ingenious ventilation and insulation system maintained a cool temperature inside without the need for any modern technology. This engineering masterpiece testifies to the exceptional skill of the architects of the time. A few kilometers from Meknes lie the majestic ruins of Volubilis, the remains of a once thriving Roman city. This unique juxtaposition of ancient grandeur and Alawite splendor perfectly illustrates Morocco's rich history. Meknes thus appears as a crossroads of civilizations, where African, Arab, and European heritages meet in captivating harmony.
Rabat is the official capital of the kingdom, home to the government, diplomatic institutions, and the royal residence. But it is also a city of understated and refined beauty, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Far from the hustle and bustle of some major metropolises, Rabat captivates with its harmonious balance between tradition and modernity, between manicured green spaces and preserved historical heritage. The Hassan Tower is the symbol of the city. This unfinished minaret, begun in the 12th century by Sultan Yaqub al-Mansur, was intended to be the tallest in the Islamic world. The Sultan's death interrupted construction, leaving today an imposing 44-meter-high red sandstone column surrounded by more than 200 smaller columns. This ensemble forms a unique, almost timeless landscape, a field of stone both melancholy and serene, which tells the story of the unfulfilled ambition of a great empire.
Next to it stands the mausoleum of Mohammed V, one of the most remarkable Moroccan architectural works of the 20th century. Built under Hassan II to honor his father, a key figure in Moroccan independence, it impresses with its majesty and purity. Entirely covered in white marble, the monument is the result of the meticulous work of artisans from all regions of Morocco, stucco sculptors, zellige tile makers, and cedar wood carpenters. Every detail reflects the excellence of Moroccan craftsmanship, making the site a true cathedral of memory and national identity. The kasbah of the Udayas is another unmissable treasure. Perched above the Bou Regreg estuary, it offers spectacular views of the Atlantic Ocean. Its narrow blue and white painted alleyways, terraced Andalusian gardens, and tranquil cafes create a timeless atmosphere. It's a place for strolling, contemplation, and poetry, often considered one of the most romantic neighborhoods in Morocco. But Rabat is not limited to its past. The city is resolutely looking to the future with ambitious projects. The Mohammed VI Tower, among the tallest in Africa, and the Grand Theatre of Rabat, designed by the renowned architect Zaha Hadid, embody the country's modern aspirations. They symbolize a dynamic capital, embracing innovation while remaining deeply rooted in its history. From north to south, as you cross the high Atlas Mountains and the arid plains of the Souss region, the landscape transforms. Olive and orange trees give way to stunted argan trees. The red earth of the Dra Valley stretches out, dotted with oases and ksur, those earthen villages resembling ancient fortresses. And then, suddenly, on the horizon, the first dunes appear. Welcome to the Moroccan Sahara. Erd Shebi near Mazouga is one of the jewels of the Moroccan desert. These fine sand dunes, reaching up to 150 meters in height, seem to spring from nowhere in the middle of a rocky plateau. At sunrise, they turn from pale pink to fiery orange. At sunset, they burn with incandescent gold. But the Moroccan Sahara is not just a postcard setting. It is a land inhabited for millennia by nomadic peoples, Tuareg and desert Berbers, who cross these vast expanses with their camel caravans, carrying gold, salt, ivory and spices between sub-Saharan Africa and the Maghreb. The Dra Valley is one of Africa's most beautiful oases. This green ribbon, winding for over 200 kilometers between the mountains and the desert, is covered with date palms, terraced fields and earthen villages. The ksur of the Dra Valley, these mud brick fortresses with crenellated towers, are among the most impressive in Morocco. Some have been inhabited for over 1,000 years. These caravan routes brought wealth to oasis towns like Zagora. An iconic sign at the entrance of this town reads Timbuktu, 52 days, a reminder of the time it once took by camel to reach the legendary Malian city, a silent testament to the history of trade that long linked Morocco to sub-Saharan Africa. Ait Ben Haddou is perhaps the most famous of all the Moroccan ksur. This fortified village in the Ouarzazate region, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a masterpiece of earthen architecture. Its towers and mud brick houses, cascading down a hillside overlooking a wadi, resemble a city straight out of a dream. It's no wonder Hollywood has chosen this natural setting for dozens of films and series: Gladiator, Game of Thrones, Babel. Ait Ben Haddou has become one of the most filmed natural locations in the world. And Ouarzazate, nicknamed the Gateway to the Desert, is one of the world's busiest film studios, CLA Studios, where classics like Lawrence of Arabia were filmed. The city is also the starting point of the Kasbah route, an exceptional itinerary that winds through the oases, gorges and villages of this extraordinary region. Life in the Moroccan desert follows ancestral rhythms.
In the morning, before the sun rises, the women prepare mint tea, this universal and sacred Moroccan ritual. The men go out with their herds of goats and camels, the children run among the dunes. In the evening, around the fire, the Gnawa musicians play their gembri and metal castanets, and the stars of the Sahara, of incomparable density, far from any light pollution, form the most beautiful ceiling in the world.
Between the sea and the deserts, between imperial cities and Saharan plains, rises a majestic mountain range that crosses Morocco from east to west for over 2,500 kilometers, the Atlas Mountains. This massif is divided into three main ranges: the Anti-Atlas in the south, the Middle Atlas in the center, and the High Atlas, the most imposing of all. Jebel Toubkal in the High Atlas reaches an altitude of 4,167 meters. It is the highest point in Morocco and in all of North Africa. In winter, its summit is covered in snow. In summer, it attracts thousands of hikers from around the world. At the foot of Toubkal, the Ourika Valley is one of the most beautiful in Morocco, a succession of Berber villages clinging to the mountainside, waterfalls and traditional markets where women come down to sell their saffron, argan oil and handicrafts. In the Atlas Mountains live the Amazigh people, who have preserved their language, traditions and ancestral way of life, here far from the plains and cities. Their mud brick and stone houses blend into the mountainside. Their terraced fields, cultivated for centuries, transform the mountainsides into hanging gardens. Their women wear colorful dresses and breathtakingly beautiful silver jewelry. The Dades and Todga gorges are two of Morocco's most spectacular natural sights. The Todga Gorge in particular, with its 300-meter vertical walls that narrow to just a few meters wide, is one of the world's most renowned climbing destinations. Between the two sun-drenched walls, a thin stream flows, and sometimes Berber families cross peacefully on donkeys in a scene of utter poetry. The Middle Atlas Mountains are Morocco's water tower. They are the source of the country's main rivers. They are also home to cedar forests, ancient forests that are home to the famous Barbary macaques, the only wild monkeys in North Africa. In Ifrane, a town resembling a Swiss alpine village, snow blankets the streets in winter. No one would believe they were in Africa. These mountains are not only beautiful, they are essential to life in Morocco. They capture the precious rain and snow that feed the rivers, springs and oases. They protect the country from desert winds, and for millennia they have protected local populations from external conquests, allowing Amazigh cultures to survive through the ages. Morocco is a country of coastlines, with over 3,500 kilometers of shoreline bordering both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. It is one of the most maritime-rich countries in Africa. Morocco's largest city is neither Rabat, the administrative capital, nor Fez, the guardian of knowledge, nor Marrakesh, the seductive city of 1,000 colors. It is Casablanca, the White City, as its name suggests in Spanish. Vibrant, modern, and forward-looking, Casablanca embodies the dynamism of a Morocco undergoing profound transformation. It is a metropolis where contrasts collide: tradition and modernity, heritage and urbanization, spirituality and business.
Above all, Casablanca is the economic heart of the country. With several million inhabitants, it concentrates a large part of Morocco's industrial, financial and commercial activity. Its port, one of the largest and busiest in Africa, plays a strategic role in international trade. Industrial zones, modern business districts and constantly evolving infrastructure surround it. The city attracts investors, entrepreneurs and young talent from all over the country, making it the true national economic engine. It is also home to one of the wonders of the contemporary Islamic world, the Hassan II Mosque. Built between 1986 and 1993 on a promontory jutting out into the Atlantic Ocean, it is an architectural masterpiece of exceptional scale. Its minaret, reaching a height of 210 meters, is the tallest in the world. Inside, the prayer hall can accommodate 25,000 worshippers, while the exterior esplanade can hold up to 80,000. The retractable roof, a remarkable innovation, allows the mosque to be open to the sky. More than 25,000 workers and 10,000 artisans contributed to its construction, making this monument one of the most impressive ever built in Africa. Casablanca's character is also defined by its unique architectural heritage. In the city centre, numerous Art Deco buildings bear witness to the era of the French Protectorate. Sculpted balconies, elegant facades, and refined geometric patterns. This architecture gives the city a unique charm, earning it the nickname Paris of North Africa. Casablanca is thus a city in constant motion, where urban energy never stops. Between historical heritage and future ambitions, it symbolizes a Morocco resolutely turned towards the world.
A 3-hour drive south of Casablanca, Essaouira is undoubtedly one of Morocco's most captivating cities. This coastal city, with its white ramparts battered by the Atlantic Ocean, immediately charms visitors with its timeless appeal. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it has preserved a unique atmosphere, bohemian, artistic, and decidedly cosmopolitan. Strolling through its narrow streets with whitewashed walls and blue shutters, you discover a city where time seems to slow down, far from the hustle and bustle of major metropolises. Nicknamed the City of Winds because of the powerful gusts that sweep its coast almost year-round, Essaouira has become a true paradise for thrill seekers. Kite surfing and windsurfing reign supreme here, attracting thousands of enthusiasts from around the world each year to enjoy ideal conditions. Even casual strollers are captivated by the sight of colorful sails dancing above the waves. But Essaouira is more than just its seascapes. It is first and foremost a cultural hub, deeply marked by the Gnawa musical tradition. Inherited from sub-Saharan slaves brought to Morocco centuries ago, this ancestral music is much more than just an art form. It is a spiritual experience. The enchanting rhythms of the gembri, the metallic clanging of the castanets, and the hypnotic chants plunge listeners into a true trance. Every year, the renowned Essaouira Gnawa Festival transforms the city into an open-air music stage where great Gnawa masters and international artists meet, creating unique fusions of African traditions, jazz, reggae, and world music. The Medina of Essaouira is also renowned for its exceptional craftsmanship, particularly the working of thuya wood, a precious and delicately fragrant wood sourced from the surrounding forests. Local artisans perpetuate ancestral know-how by crafting exquisitely refined objects, tables inlaid with mother-of-pearl, elegant boxes, and meticulous sculptures. Each piece tells a story, that of a heritage passed down from generation. Between sea, culture, and craftsmanship, Essaouira offers an authentic experience where each visit becomes an unforgettable sensory journey. In northern Morocco, Tangier embodies the quintessential crossroads city. Located at the tip of the Moroccan peninsula, it faces Europe, from which it is separated by only 14 kilometers. On a clear day, the Spanish coastline appears on the horizon, a reminder of how this city is a unique crossroads between two continents, two cultures, and two worlds. This exceptional strategic position has shaped Tangier's history since antiquity. Coveted and occupied in turn by the Phoenicians, Carthaginians, Romans, then the Arabs, Portuguese, British, Spanish and French, the city has always been a place of passage, trade and encounters. Each civilization has left its mark, creating a rich, complex and profoundly cosmopolitan identity. In the 20th century, Tangier experienced a period unlike any other in the world. From 1923 to 1956, it became an international zone administered by several foreign powers. This exceptional situation made it a rare space of freedom, attracting diplomats, spies, artists and writers from all over the world. The city then became a true cultural laboratory, where influences mingled freely. Iconic figures like Truman Capote, Paul Bowles, Henri Matisse and William Burroughs found an inexhaustible source of inspiration there. Tangier has established itself as a mythical city, enveloped in an aura that is both mysterious and creative. Today, Tangier is experiencing a true renaissance. Fueled by massive investments and a forward-looking vision, it has modernized while preserving its soul. The Tangier Med Port, now the largest container port in Africa, has transformed the city into a leading logistics hub connecting global trade routes. This economic dynamism attracts businesses, investors and young talent, making Tangier one of the most promising growth centers on the continent. But beyond its development, Tangier remains true to its essence. It remains a bridge between Africa and Europe, a place of transition where identities intersect and are redefined. Between tradition and modernity, past and future, Tangier continues to fascinate, true to its vocation, to be a gateway to the world.
In Morocco, identity is not limited to a single origin. It is the product of a long-standing dialogue between several civilizations, where Amazigh roots and Arab influence meet to form a profoundly unique culture. Long before the arrival of the Arabs, the Amazigh, the indigenous people of North Africa, had already lived on these lands for millennia. Their presence shaped the very foundations of Morocco. Even today, their heritage is omnipresent in Amazigh languages such as Tamazight and Tashalhit, in geometric symbols, in traditional tattoos, and in this intimate relationship with the land, the mountains, and the desert. In the perched villages of the Atlas Mountains and the southern regions, Amazigh traditions continue to thrive in daily life. Colorful clothing, silver jewelry, ancestral songs, everything tells an ancient story passed down with pride. Then, in the 7th century, the arrival of the Arabs and Islam further enriched this identity. The Arabic language became a cultural and religious pillar, and with it, a new worldview. Islam structured social life, punctuated the days with the call to prayer, and profoundly influenced the country's values: solidarity, respect, and community. But Morocco is not simply a juxtaposition of cultures, it is a fusion, a subtle harmony where Amazigh, Arab, Andalusian, and African influences intertwine. In the same city, in the same family, these identities coexist naturally. This blend gives rise to a living culture, constantly evolving, yet deeply rooted. Here, speaking several languages is normal, and embracing ancient traditions while living in the modern world is natural.
Morocco thus embodies a pluralistic, rich, and proudly embraced identity, a country where each heritage doesn't replace another, but rather complements it.
Here, hospitality is not simply a courtesy, it's a true philosophy of life, a fundamental pillar of society. From the moment you arrive, you feel this warmth, a smile, a kind look, a spontaneous invitation. Here, welcoming someone is an honor. Whether you're a close friend or a complete stranger, you are received with generosity. The most emblematic symbol of this hospitality is undoubtedly mint tea. Carefully prepared and elegantly poured from a height, it accompanies almost every encounter. But beyond the gesture, it represents much more: an openness, a desire to connect. It's not just tea that's served, it's time, attention, a part of oneself. In Moroccan homes, the guest is at the heart of the experience. Meals, often abundant, are shared, even by those with limited means. Refusing to eat or drink can be perceived as a refusal of the exchange itself. This generosity is rooted in the country's history, particularly in desert regions, where welcoming a traveler could be vital. In these harsh environments, offering protection, food, and water was a matter of survival, but also of honor. Today, this spirit endures, both in the countryside and in the great cities. In the bustling souks, behind the sometimes intense negotiations, there is often a desire to exchange, to discuss, to share a human moment. Moroccan hospitality goes beyond visible gestures. It is felt in the details: directions given patiently, an impromptu conversation, spontaneous help. In an increasingly individualistic world, Morocco reminds us of something essential. A country's wealth is not measured solely by its economy, but by the quality of its human relations. Here, to welcome is to acknowledge the other. It is to say, without words, you have your place among us.
In Morocco, crafts are everywhere. They aren't limited to objects sold in the souks. They are part of daily life, identity, and collective memory. In the Atlas Mountains, women weave carpets using ancestral techniques. Each piece is unique. The patterns are not chosen at random. They reflect emotions, events, sometimes even coded messages. A carpet can tell a life story, a wedding, a birth, or simply the state of mind of the woman who created it. This work requires time, patience, and know-how passed down from generation to generation. Nothing is automated. Every gesture is mastered, repeated, and perfected over the years. In the Medinas, particularly in Fez and Marrakesh, the art of leatherwork is another powerful symbol. Traditional tanneries offer a striking spectacle that's filled with natural dyes, artisans at work, techniques unchanged for centuries. Leather is transformed into bags, belts, slippers, or jackets, always with remarkable precision. Zellige, meanwhile, represents the elegance and complexity of Moroccan art. These geometric mosaics found in palaces, mosques, and riads are composed of small pieces cut by hand. Their assembly requires extreme rigor and a perfect understanding of shapes and symmetries. What makes this craft so precious is its human dimension. Behind each object, there is an artisan, a story, a body of knowledge. In an era dominated by mass production, Morocco continues to preserve these traditions. Buying a handcrafted item here is not just acquiring a product, it's taking home a piece of the country's soul. Moroccan craftsmanship is not frozen in the past. It evolves, adapts, but remains true to its roots. And it is this authenticity that makes it timeless. In Morocco, festivals are moments of intensity, sharing, and cultural expression. They punctuate life and strengthen the bonds between people. Among the most significant celebrations, the Moroccan wedding holds a central place. Much more than a union between two people, it is a major social event, often celebrated over several days. Each stage follows precise rituals: the hammam, the henna ceremony, the processions, the songs. The bride, at the heart of this celebration, changes her outfit several times during the evening. Each dress represents a different region or tradition, illustrating the country's cultural diversity. The atmosphere is festive, punctuated by ululations, applause, and an impressive collective energy. Music plays an essential role in these moments. It accompanies every step, every emotion. Morocco boasts an exceptional musical heritage: chabi, popular and infectious; gnawa rhythms, steeped in history and spirituality; and Andalusian music, more refined. Each style reflects an influence, a past, an identity. But the celebrations don't end with weddings. Throughout the year, the country pulsates with religious celebrations, cultural festivals, and local traditions. These events are opportunities to come together, pass on values, and maintain a strong connection to heritage. During these moments, generations mingle. Elders pass on their knowledge, young people embrace it, and the culture continues to thrive. What is striking is the emotional intensity. The laughter, the songs, the dances, everything is experienced fully. In Morocco, celebrating is not simply marking an occasion. It is affirming one's identity, honoring one's roots, and sharing a collective joy. It is in these moments that one truly understands the soul of the country, a vibrant, warm, profoundly human culture.
Moroccan cuisine is a true invitation to travel, a crossroads of flavors where Berber, Arab, and Andalusian influences intertwine. At the heart of this world-renowned gastronomy, couscous stands out as the emblematic dish of brotherhood. Traditionally served on Fridays after prayers, it brings families together around a large circular earthenware dish. The semolina, patiently worked by hand and steamed, becomes light and airy before being topped with 7 vegetables, symbolizing abundance. Whether it's with raisins and caramelized onions for a sweet and savory touch, or generously filled with meltingly tender lamb, couscous embodies Moroccan hospitality at its most sacred. The tagine, meanwhile, takes its name from the clay pot topped with a conical lid, which allows for slow cooking. This slow cooking method preserves the aromas and makes the meat incredibly tender. It's an art of patience, where spices like cumin, ginger, and saffron play a subtle role. You'll find bold combinations, such as chicken with preserved lemons and olives, or lamb with prunes and toasted almonds. Each region, each household has its own secret recipe, making the tagine an everyday dish that can nevertheless transform into a royal feast for special occasions. Finally, the pastilla represents the pinnacle of Fassi refinement. This treasure of urban cuisine is a feat of balance between crispness and softness.
Thin, translucent sheets of waka pastry encase a complex filling, traditionally made with pigeon or chicken, eggs, and crushed fried almonds. The genius of the pastilla lies in its bold contrast, a savory filling flavored with cinnamon and orange blossom water, generously dusted with powdered sugar. Each bite offers a flaky texture that melts in the mouth, revealing an incomparable aromatic richness. Through these three pillars, Moroccan cuisine does more than simply nourish. It tells a 1,000-year-old story of generosity, vibrant palace, and artisanal know-how, passed down with passion from generation to generation. It is a sensory celebration where every spice has its place and every gesture its importance. Moroccan cuisine is much more than a collection of flavors. It is a living archive, a crossroads where Africa, the Middle East, and Europe meet. Its richness lies in a subtle balance between three major influences: Berber, Arab, and Andalusian. The Berbers, the first inhabitants of the Maghreb, form the foundation of this gastronomy. We owe them the ancestral use of terracotta, exemplified by the tagine, a dish that allows for slow, simmering cooking, thus preserving the juices of the food. The other Berber pillar is couscous, a true national emblem. Their contribution is also evident in the use of raw local products, such as argan oil, mountain honey, and grains like barley. It is a cuisine of patience and noble rusticity that defines the very structure of meals. With the arrival of the Arabs in the 7th century, Moroccan cuisine absorbed the refinements of the Orient. They introduced exotic spices, pepper, ginger, turmeric, and precious saffron, which today define the distinctive aromas of Moroccan dishes. It was also the Arab influence that firmly established the sweet and savory tradition, this bold harmony between meats and dried fruits like prunes or apricots. Finally, the pastry, rich in almonds and orange blossom water, draws its roots from this Eastern heritage. The Andalusian influence arrived later, with waves of refugees fleeing to imperial cities like Fez and Tétouan. It brought a touch of sophistication and technical complexity. We owe to Andalusia in particular the pastilla, an exceptionally delicate pastry combining meat with the crunch of almonds. Andalusia also bequeathed the art of marinades and the abundant use of fresh herbs, transforming meals into courtly rituals. These three currents do not merely coexist, they merge. In a single bite of prune tagine, one finds Berber technique, Arabic spice, and Andalusian refinement. It is this historical alchemy that makes Morocco one of the world's most renowned gastronomic destinations, reflecting a pluralistic, harmonious, and profoundly generous identity. Each of these heritages has transcended centuries to offer a cuisine that is, above all, an art of living. In Morocco, mint tea is much more than a drink. It's a ritual, a language, a mark of respect. As soon as you cross the threshold of a home, it is often offered, almost instinctively. To refuse would be to break a bond, so laden is this gesture with meaning. The preparation of the tea is a spectacle in itself. The clinking of the glass, the rustling of hot water poured over the green tea leaves, the generous addition of fresh mint and sugar. Then comes the precise and elegant gesture of serving. The tea is poured from a height, creating a fine foam on the surface. This gesture is not insignificant. It demonstrates expertise and attention to the guest. The aromas that are released are immediately recognizable: the vibrant freshness of the mint, the enveloping sweetness of the sugar, and the slight bitterness of the tea. On the palate, it offers a subtle balance of freshness and warmth,
ideal for accompanying long conversations. But beyond the taste, mint tea is a moment of respite. We sit, we chat, we take our time. It erases social distances, brings generations closer, and creates a space for sharing. In bustling souks as well as in family homes, it is the invisible thread that connects people. It is this human dimension that makes it a powerful symbol of Moroccan hospitality. Offering tea is offering a little of oneself.
Moroccan cuisine encompasses two complementary worlds, which, although diametrically opposed in form, share the same generous spirit. On one hand, street food pulsates to the rhythm of the Medinas. In the hustle and bustle of Jemaa el-Fnaa Square or the narrow alleyways of Fez, the experience is immediate and sensory. Here you can savor kefta skewers grilled to order over blazing embers, releasing a fragrant smoke of cumin and paprika. Babous, a snail broth with 15 medicinal herbs, is drunk standing up from small bowls, while msemen, a flaky flatbread spread with cheese or honey, is enjoyed on the go as an afternoon snack. This street food is a demonstration of vitality, accessible and unpretentious, where the product reigns supreme and the connection with the cook is direct. At the other end of the spectrum, refined Moroccan gastronomy flourishes in the hushed calm of riads and palaces. Here, time stands still, giving way to extraordinary technical complexity. Refinement lies not only in the choice of noble ingredients like pure saffron from Taliyoun or cosmetic argan oil, but also in the precision of the technique. The pigeon pastilla is a perfect example, a dome of exquisitely thin wafer paper concealing a subtle filling where sweet and savory achieve a perfect balance. The tagines, simmered for hours, reveal sauces thickened to perfection, where each spice sings without ever overpowering the others. The service, codified and majestic, often includes the ritual of washing hands with orange blossom water, transforming the meal into a sacred ceremony. While street food nourishes the body in the urgency of urban life with flavorful efficiency, haute cuisine nourishes the spirit with its aesthetics and historical depth. Yet these two worlds converge in the masterful use of spices and the respect of tradition. Whether you eat a tuna and olive sandwich at a counter or enjoy a royal couscous in a lounge adorned with zellige tiles, the Moroccan essence remains the same, a way of life based on sharing and an explosion of unforgettable flavors.
Morocco today is undergoing a profound transformation. Through its modern infrastructure, the country is clearly demonstrating its ambitions to become a strategic hub between Africa, Europe, and the rest of the world. One of the most striking symbols of this modernity is the Al-Barak high-speed train, the first high-speed rail line on the African continent. Connecting Tangier to Casablanca in record time, it embodies a new era of mobility. Where journeys once took hours, they are now fast, seamless, and comfortable. This project is not limited to technical performance. It reflects a vision of a Morocco connected, efficient, and innovative. But modernization doesn't stop there. New cities are emerging throughout the country, reimagined urban areas with modern infrastructure, green spaces, and an improved quality of life. These new cities aim to relieve congestion in historic centers while addressing population growth. Road and highway networks are also developing rapidly, connecting major regions and facilitating economic exchange. Ports, particularly Tangier Med, play a key role in international trade, positioning Morocco as a gateway to Africa.
This infrastructure modernization is not limited to major cities. It is gradually extending to more remote regions, reducing territorial inequalities and opening up new opportunities. Through these projects, Morocco is not simply following global trends, it is asserting its place. It is building, brick by brick, the foundations of a more connected, more dynamic, and resolutely modern future. Tourism is one of the major pillars of the Moroccan economy. Every year, millions of visitors come to discover its landscapes, culture, and history. But beyond the numbers, Morocco has transformed this sector into a true engine of development. Cities like Marrakesh, Fez, and Chefchaouen attract travelers from all over the world, captivated by their medinas, vibrant colors, and unique atmosphere. Add to that the Atlantic beaches, the Atlas Mountains, and the Sahara dunes, offering a rare diversity of landscapes within a single country. But Morocco doesn't rely solely on its heritage. It invests in a more structured, sustainable, and diversified tourism sector. High-end hotels, eco-lodges, rural tourism, immersive experiences. The offerings are evolving to meet the expectations of an increasingly demanding international audience. This tourism dynamism has a direct impact on the economy. It creates jobs, stimulates investment, and supports numerous sectors: crafts, transportation, restaurants, and construction. Beyond tourism, the Moroccan economy is diversifying. The country is developing its exports, attracting foreign investors, and strengthening its international partnerships. Its strategic geographical location makes it a key player in intercontinental trade. Morocco is moving forward with a clear vision to build a resilient economy capable of adapting to global challenges while leveraging its local strengths. Thus, between tradition and innovation, Moroccan tourism and the economy are constantly evolving, driven by a consistent ambition to make Morocco an essential destination, but also an emerging economic power. Through this industrialization, it clearly affirms its ambition to become a key player in the economy of the future. In recent years, the country has invested heavily in strategic sectors, profoundly transforming its economy. The automotive industry is now one of the pillars of this transformation. Morocco has become the leading car manufacturer on the African continent, thanks in particular to groups like Renault Group and Stellantis, which have established large factories. These facilities produce hundreds of thousands of vehicles each year for export to Europe and beyond. At the same time, the aerospace sector is experiencing impressive growth. International companies are setting up operations in specialized industrial zones, particularly around Casablanca, creating a dynamic ecosystem. Aircraft parts, maintenance, engineering, Morocco is developing high-level technical skills that attract investment and train a new generation of engineers. But industrialization is not limited to these two sectors. The country is also investing in renewable energy with ambitious projects such as the Noor Ouarzazate solar plant, one of the largest in the world. This focus on clean energy reflects a long-term vision centered on sustainability. The textile, agri-food, and technology industries also continue to grow, further diversifying the economy. What sets Morocco apart is its ability to combine a skilled workforce, political stability, and proximity to European markets. Today, the country is no longer content with simply exporting raw materials or attracting tourists. It manufactures, innovates, and integrates itself into global value chains. Morocco is changing scale, and through this industrialization, it is clearly asserting its ambition to become a key player in the economy of the future.
From the snow-capped peak of Toubkal to the golden dunes of Mazouga, from the labyrinthine alleyways of the Fez Medina to the modern boulevards of Casablanca, Morocco is all of this and much more. It is a country that surprises you at every turn, that amazes you with every sunset, that touches you with every encounter. A country where hospitality is not a convention, but a philosophy of life. Thank you for traveling with us through the wonders of Morocco. If this documentary moved you, if you learned something new, or if you felt that pride in discovering our beautiful Africa, let us know. Subscribe to Africa Revealed so you don't miss any of our upcoming explorations across the continent. Share this video widely to show the world the true face of Morocco. And most importantly, leave us a comment. What part of the documentary resonated with you the most? Thank you for watching. The Africa Revealed family is growing thanks to you. Stay curious and see you very soon for a new adventure in the land of our ancestors.